Because we were saying, so the actual words in the Quran is barzakh, the life after you die. So when you say qabr, either you can say, because what we're going to discuss here is more what's happened to the soul. What we're going to discuss here happened to more to the soul, not what happens in the grave. So there's two explanations. We can say, one, we can say here that the word qabr is majazan for the life after death. It's not because, as I said, we're speaking about the soul. Or another way of looking at it is like this here. We say that from the time you pass away, when your body is lowered into the pit, and the life in the barzakh, all of that refers to the qabr. So the qabr refers to all. That makes more sense. So when you speak about qabr, it refers to not only the pit or not only the barzakh, but it refers to everything related to. So from the time you pass away, from the time your soul is extracted from your body, then what happens to your physical body and what happens to your ruh till, till the time of resurrection. You know, when the surah will be blown. أول ما يحشر به يوم القيامة. Remember, Nabi Sallallahu speak about who are the first people that will be resurrected on Qiyamah Day, which is Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, etc., etc. So I think this makes more sense. This makes that you say barzakh refers to everything from the time your eyes close till the resurrection, whether it refers to your physical body or it refers to your ruh. And obviously, that is all the things we'll be discussing here. That's what I'm saying. So that makes more sense. So we make the meaning broader. We don't say that qabr is used majazan for the whole and hakikatan for the realm where the ruh is in. Are you with me? I told you, we spoke yesterday about the different realms. One is the realm of alam arwah, right? That is where the souls were before they came into the body. And I told you, we believe that these fetus is ensouled at 120 days, which is 4 months. That is why, from a Shari point of view, after ensoulment, under no circumstances is abortion permissible, right? So we say at 120 days, the fetus ensouled. Then, but interesting here, if you look, so we're telling you that this is very interesting stuff. You must follow it nicely. We say, look here, your body, you are made up of your soul and you're made up of your body, right? You are made up of your soul and you're made up of your body. But in this dunya, your body is the more dominant part of you. And generally, we pay more attention to the body. We're worried about the comforts of the body. We must eat, we must drink, you must have a nice bed, you must have a nice car, you must have nice clothes. So all of that is for the physical body, right? While the ruh is also there, the ruh is also a living being. It also needs to eat spiritual food. It also gets comfort. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. That was the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To hearts find peace, to hearts find peace. This is another hadith. Ala inna fil jasadi la mudgha. إذا صلح صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسد فسد الجسد كله. There is a lump of flesh in your body. When that lump of flesh is sound, is healthy, your whole body is healthy. When that lump of flesh is corrupted, your whole body is corrupted. So there is a different dimension that is also your ruh. But generally in the dunya, everything relates to the body. Eat nice, sleep nice, fulfill your desires, etc., etc. With the ensoulment, the ruh is transported to alam dunya. And you know, dunya is what is the ismul tazil feminine of danayat nu, which is closest because we are closest. So dunya means something which is very, very close. And we are obviously in the dunya. Then you get barzakh. I told you, وَمِن وَرَائِهِمْ بَرْزَخٌ إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. So in barzakh, the soul is separated from the body. The soul is separated from the body. The body decays miraculously. Some people, Allah Ta'ala keep their bodies intact. There's so many stories of where Allah Ta'ala kept people's bodies intact, etc. But generally the body decays. And then on Qiyamah Day is our belief, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and there are ample amount of hadith to support this, that your body will be resurrected 100% again. Even if you lost a limb or you lost an organ in this dunya, on Qiyamah Day you will get it. That's why it comes in the hadith even, that you will be resurrected uncircumcised. So even that small skin that you left in the dunya, you will get it back. تحشرون أصاة عراة What's the other word? Right? So from that, ulama say that even the skin you lost in your circumcision, that will come back, so your body will be complete. So your body, Allah Ta'ala, the miraculously, you both understand the Qasas part 5, that when Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam started speaking to the Meccans about Hashr, that you be, Sheikh Ajuza, are you checking on them, or you was busy on the phone, that, people, you will be resurrected. So the Mushrikeen of Makkah, they came with some old bones, and they threw it in front of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They said, are you telling us, that's in the Quran, are you telling me, trying to say that these old perforated bones will be resurrected for a second time? So it was a strange concept. It was a strange to them that you will have to stand one day and answer in front of Allah Ta'ala. So anyway, so what we're saying is that Allah Ta'ala will miraculously reconstruct the bodies, and you will be like how you were in your dunya with your physical body. Right? That is our belief. So to show this, even if they're saying that in this dunya everything works with the body, with the physical body. So that's why we say نحن نحكم بالظواهر والله وتولى السرائر. So here is a bit of a deeper point. I'm not sure if I must explain it to you, but they say, the mind is such a powerful thing. The mind is such a, sometimes they call it tasarruf. They call it tasarruf, where you can accomplish things with the power of the mind. Where you can accomplish things with the power of the mind. That's why you see some people, they can bend a spoon there with their mind. They use the power of their mind. This is like how, you strengthen your body. You feed your body, you exercise, like our man here, he got to jump, he's got lean. We say it's marriage stress, but he said it was jump. We say it's marriage stress, but he says jump. So how you strengthen your body, you can strengthen your mind also. That's why people that work on their minds, they can do things with their mind. They can bend a spoon. So this is a bit of a deep point here, but if you understand it, fine. If you don't understand, don't worry about it. They say here just to prove that this dunya, everything centers around the body, not the mind. If somebody kills another person with his mind through muraqabah, then there's no qisas for him, because everything in the dunya centers around the body, right? So once everything centers around the body, that doesn't mean we're supposed to neglect the soul. We still have to, because we know the soul is there. The soul gets thirsty. The soul gets hungry. The soul becomes lazy. So you have to still look after it. But generally, right? Then so in the dunya, the main thing is your body. But when your body is separated from your soul, now in alam barzakh, your body is in the grave there also, but your soul is separated from it. So here, the more focus and attention is on your soul, right? So here, when you move to alam barzakh, we're saying the dominant feature is the soul. So that punishment, etc., it is meted out. It will be meted out on your soul. So what's the proof for that? If a person's body disintegrated, you see now about the person's body is rotten, how is he being punished? Or maybe he was eaten by a lion, or maybe he was eaten by a shark, or maybe he was burned to death, or maybe like these people, they incinerate, they burn, people. So there's no body. How does a body get punished? So we say, no, the body is not the main thing here in alam barzakh. The soul is the main thing. So the actual punishment is made out to the soul. Yes, Allah Ta'ala makes it as such that sometimes the effect of what happens to the soul, it manifests itself on the body. I'll repeat what I'm saying. Yes, Allah Ta'ala make it as such that the soul is the main thing. The soul is the main thing, but Allah Ta'ala make it as such that whatever happens to the soul, it manifests itself on the body. Sometimes you see a person pass away, you see the person is smiling. You see this person is smiling. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala makes it this. Sometimes you see, sometimes by the cover, you see something happening. Many years ago, there was an alim in South Africa. He's a reputable alim. He says he takes a qasam that when he came to the graveyard, he say he saw a fire coming out of the grave. Although other people, I remember the people, the Quran, the people were making fun. They were fun. Where was they? We should bring the braai meat. We should the chops. We should make a braai. But obviously, we believe that is a reality. So sometimes you see, there's a lot of examples where you see all the scripts now, whether the scripts are true or not. But I mean, there are instances where people saw physically snakes in the grave. All the scripts you see on WhatsApp, whether that's true or not, I know. But I know there are instances. There's in the Kutub, there is instances where people saw. So sometimes Allah Ta'ala manifests it. There's an interesting story here now. That once there was one alim, there was one person, he had an earthen jug, and he used to keep water. But sometimes you see the water in the jug is getting hot. It was like certain is wondering what is happening, why the jug is getting hot, like out of the blue. It's not been exposed to a fire, nothing, the water is getting hot, hot, hot. He couldn't understand. Then he went to another alim and said, look, this is a story here. I got this earthen mud jug and the water's getting hot. I don't know why it's getting hot every time. I mean, it's not exposed to the fire, not exposed to the sun, nothing. So this was a pious person. So Allah Ta'ala opens things for the pious people many times. Like we proved to you this. No, we done it in a hasad, all this stuff. This pious person contemplated and he said, you know what? That the soil that was used in the manufacture of this earthen jug, this was made from the sand of a particular qabr. And that person in the qabr is getting punished. So every time you get punished for the fire, then because the sand comes from his qabr, that is why the sand in this jug is getting hotter. The point I'm trying to make is that sometimes Allah Ta'ala will manifest the conditions of the soul in the physical qabr. And sometimes He won't manifest it. Sometimes there's no sign. Sometimes there is a sign. So sometimes you go to the grave, you see nothing, you just see. Sometimes Allah Ta'ala also make it such as a lesson that you see some effect. You will see some effect on the grave, right? But the main thing is the soul. So the point is, if you don't see anything on the soul, that doesn't, I mean, on the grave, that doesn't mean there's nothing happening in the Alam Barasa. That doesn't mean, and in fact, here they're going to give you an example. It will come here. They say, sometimes you see somebody sleeping, you look at him, he's sleeping normal. He's sleeping normal. But when you wake up, you say, yo, I had a scary dream. I dreamt I was being chased by a lion. Or I dreamt this was happening to me. I dreamt that was happening to me. And he was really scared. So that's what he's saying. The outer body is not a reflection of what is happening to the soul. A lot of things can be happening to the soul, but it does not manifest itself on the body. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what the next point we were making there is that in Alam Barzakh, the greater focus on the soul, although it can manifest itself on the body. Then the last one is what we say, the Alam Akhirat. There, obviously, like I mentioned earlier to you will be your body, your original body will be given to you and will be even made better than what it is. That comes even in Riyadh Salihin. I don't really remember that they say there on Friday you can go to the souk. You can go to the souk and you can choose a different face. You can then come to Riyadh Salihin. Remember, you forgot about it. Every Friday you can choose a new face. You can choose a more handsome face. You can choose a more pretty face. You can choose a more beautiful face every Friday. So you'll have this original body, but even better. I just heard, I can't remember now, I heard some lecture, some Aadil speaking, and he was giving the reason why you will be able to choose, beautify your face on a Friday. I'm just thinking, what was the reason? What he said? I think if I remember correctly, he says on Friday, normally a person beautifies himself for Jummah. He wears his best clothes, he cleans up. I think that was the reason he was saying. So as a reward, Allah Ta'ala will allow him to choose a better face. But anyway, we were saying there, so in the Akhirat, here both your body and your soul will be equal. Not like in the dunya where your body is greater, and in the Alam Barzakh, the soul has got more dominance. Here it will have both of them have the equal dominance. So you say you get like a person riding a horse. One is the Raqib and one is the Marqub. So, but in Akhirat, the soul will be the Raqib and the body will be the Marqub. Interesting that why in the Akhirat your body and your soul will both get dominance. Because if you committed a crime in the dunya, you committed a sin, then it was both from your body and it was from your soul. Your body commits the crime, but your soul prompts you to do it. You understand what I'm saying? If you committed, like you done something wrong in the dunya, you stole, you committed zina, whatever. So it's your body that does the action, but it is your soul, your nafs, inna nafs ala ammaratun bisu ila ma rahima rabbi. So it is only fair that in the akhirat, your body and your soul must get punished. Understood? And on the converse, if you done good, if you done good in this dunya, then what will happen? Your body done the good, isn't it? But it was prompted by who? قد أفلح من زكاها قد أفلح من تزكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذب ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها. So it is So, so this is an interesting point that both your body and your soul must be punished because both your body and your soul committed the crime, right? That is why we'll say and in fact, it comes in some riwayat when Allah Ta'ala will increase the size of your body so that you can be punished properly. Your body will be increased in size. And here they give a nice example here. They say, for example, if you got you got a blind person and you got a crippled person. You got a blind person and you got a crippled person, and they want to commit a crime. So now, so what happens is the blind person put the crippled person on his shoulders. The blind person, because the crippled guy can't go to commit the crime, right? And the blind guy doesn't know where to go. So you say the blind guy puts the crippled guy on his shoulder, and they go rob the bank, or they go and they go steal something, and they go steal something. They give the example here: they go to an orchard and they steal a fruit, and here they sit and they're busy eating the fruit. Now, if the police come, the blind guy can't say, "No, but me, I don't know where I was going. I just took this guy here." And the crippled guy can say, "No, but this guy, blind guy, he took me there. Without him, he must get the crime." You say both of you had a role. Both of you had a role. Both of you. The blind guy wouldn't reach there without the crippled guy, and the crippled guy, he wouldn't go there without the blind guy because the blind guy carried him. So both the blind guy and the crippled guy are worthy of punishment. Both of them are worthy of. So same thing here. We're saying both the nafs and the soul will be punished in the akhirat because they will both had a role in the crime, or both of them will be rewarded. They will enjoy the bliss of Jannah because both of them had a role. You understand what I'm saying? I was telling you that this alam barzakh, the fact that you can't see what is happening, you don't know what is happening there, doesn't mean it is not happening. Because like you're a sleeping person, he's sleeping maybe, but he's the lion is chasing him, or he's experiencing some difficulty, somebody is beating him. Or on the contrary, maybe somebody's sleeping, but say, "Oh, I had the best dream last night. I got married last night. I was on honeymoon last night. Or I went to the Maldives last night. Or I won R1 million. I also be like the lotto. I won R1 billion. And he was feeling so happy. But from outside, you can't see that. It's the same thing when you go to the cover. You don't know. هو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى. So this is interesting here. I think that's a very interesting discussion here. If you look at the relationship between the body and the ruh, there's three types of relationships between the body and the ruh. There is three types of relationship. One is where there's a very strong relationship between the body and there's a very strong relationship with the body and the ruh. There's a very strong relationship with the body and the ruh. Now they say if you look at the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wa taslim, their relationship between the arwah and their bodies are very, very strong. And now, with a normal human being, the relationship is weak. And this is how I'm going to show you how it's strong. When a normal human being passes away, what happened? Your ruh separates from your body. And you got no more ta'alluq with the dunya. You got no more. When your ruh leaves the dunya, what happens to your wife? She's not your wife anymore. If she's young, she'll marry again. When your ruh of your body, your wealth, what happens to it? It gets distributed amongst your heirs, right? So that shows you that the link with that shows you that when your ruh separates from your body, it's a separate entity. If your ruh has still linked to your body, then nobody could have married your wife because she's still your wife. But the fact that your ruh left your body shows she's not your wife anymore. You understand what I'm saying? That's why she can marry someone else. She can marry someone else. Now, that's the point I was making. Now, if you look at the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wa taslim, despite them dying, they still had a strong link with their physical body. That is why it comes in the hadith, Inna Allah harrama al-ardi an ya'kula ajsad al-anbiya. Allah Ta'ala has made it haram upon the earth to eat the bodies of the anbiya. That is why we believe that the bodies of all the anbiya are intact. And this is the reason why once a Nabi passes away, nobody can marry his wife. Because he's still got a type of dunyawi life. We say when a normal human being passes away, your dunyawi life is finished. You got a barzakhi life. You got a barzakhi life. But the Anbiya still got a dunyawi life. That is why we say, our ulama say, that when you go to the grave of Nabi Sallallahu, you can ask him to make dua for you also. When you're there, you can ask him to make dua. Ya Rasulullah, make this dua for me. Make dua to Allah Ta'ala that, whatever, I get married or I get successful or pass my exams or that I get cured from my illness. Because بل أحياء عند ربهم. So in simple, what we're saying is that the link between the soul and the body of the Anbiya, it goes beyond death. Even after death, there's still that strong ta'alluq there with it. Then the second one, so this was the first one, we say there's a very, very strong link where we say that when the soul separates from the body, that the body won't disintegrate. But from a dunyawi point of view, you will consider the person as a deceased. So you see the Anbiya from a dunyawi point of view, we don't consider them as deceased. One, as I told you, the wealth is not distributed. Number two, the wives are not married. Number three, we say the bodies don't disintegrate, right? So from that sense, they are still treated as living human beings. Then the second one is we speak about the shuhada. Normally, the bodies of the shuhada, they remain intact. The wealth is distributed. The wives can be married. So to show you, it's also a strong link, but not as strong as the Anbiya alayhimus salatu taslim. Then the third one is like how the general Muslims, where there's a greater deal of separation, the bodies disintegrate, and the wealth is distributed, the wife can be married off, etc. So here we just there is instances where Allah Ta'ala preserve the bodies of the general Muslims, but generally their bodies disintegrate, right? Now what actually is, okay, the next discussion here is, so this discussion we said is the link with the ruh and the body, right? That we finished. Now the next discussion that we're going to do here is exactly how does the azab take place? Okay, I think that's a new discussion. We'll stop there, inshallah. We'll start with that discussion tomorrow. Exactly how does the azab take place? How does the sawab take place, etc. That we'll do tomorrow. We can end the meeting, inshallah.